gas and pump.
Yep.
Kick it down in a second, let it eat.
Yep.
Traction's off too, so it should get pretty silly.
Oh, here we go.
Ready?
Yep. Oh, that was fun.
That's good. Skate, skate, skate.
Oh, that was fun. Hey, what's going on, guys? Nick from Soho Motorsports. Wanted to discuss another build that we just wrapped up. It's a 2009 Infiniti G37. So this client has been coming to us for some time. He's been coming to us for about 4 years now. The car started off with a basically a full bolt-on E85 tuned car, and he wanted more power. So he decided to go with our V1 supercharger setup with the SI blower. That led to a fuel return system, 9 PSI pulley, E85. Car put in about 660 wheel for about a year or so on the stock motor until there was a failure with the stock motor. So here we are today. This client decided to go with our stage 1 VHR long block setup, which is basically going to be Soho pistons, Carrillo rods, main bearings, head studs, main studs. It's just a basic build, a little bit of porting in the head as well too. So kept the stock compression ratio. And when we did the built motor, this client decided to go with the V2 TI supercharger and upgrade it from the SI blower. Along with that, to get to his ultimate goal was 700 wheel. So to get to that 700 wheel, this is an automatic. So do keep in mind, it does have a built transmission from IPT. To allow us to get to that 700 wheel, while we were in there, we said, hey, we had just come out with our V2 kit. We asked the client, Mark, if he wanted to go with our V2 kit, and he said, sure, let's go with the V2 kit. Did a custom pulley, did the 2.5 pulley. The 2.9 is gonna be the 9-pound pulley. This is a 2.5, it's a custom pulley that we machine along with the green belt. Fast forward to what it does now. So the car at 17.9 PSI did 703 and 508 foot-pounds of torque. This car's stout, it's quick. So fueling parameters to be able to kind of do that kind of power on a supercharger. So a lot of people aren't aware that a supercharger does require a little bit more fuel, puts a lot more load on the motor. So think about that. At 10 PSI, it's 100 horsepower to spin that blower to get to 10 PSI. So if this car is making 703 wheel, it's making way more at the crank than what a turbo car would be making at 700 wheel. Just for some reference to give you an idea. Fueling. So this car, 1300cc injectors, fuel return system. It's got a 525 Hellcat pump in it. And on the G37 sedans, you're not able to run a twin pump just because there isn't enough room. So what we did on this setup is we incorporated the booster pump, very similar to what the Mustang guys do. It basically increases the voltage of the fuel pump to allow it to produce more flow, to allow it to be able to provide enough fueling for the amount of boost that you are running. So with doing that, it did help us tremendously. I mean, I think we're running the booster pump at like 25% to give you an idea on full E90. So this is a very, very, very fun build. This car will surprise a lot of people just because it is a sedan. Automatic transmission, so all you gotta do is hit the gas and go. We'll go for a test drive on it so you can kind of see the reactions of how quick it is. Me and Justin will discuss a little bit more about the build. So this car, like I said, is a fun car. He does have our catch can, our intake manifold, went with the black piping that comes standard on our V2 kit, and then the supercharger itself was the polished setup. Along with anything else with this car, it does have the Z1 headers, and it's got a full motor down exhaust all the way back. So it does sound very, very good. So overall thoughts on this build?
It's quick, man. This thing, so put yourself, 3 of your friends in the car, go out, run sports cars, make them sell their stuff. I mean, it's just, it's so good. It's so quiet and subtle, and then you have 700 horsepower on top. Like, yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh yeah, gonna surprise a lot of people. So that'll be the fun part. You pull up next to some expensive exotic and he's thinking that you're gonna get destroyed, and you take him for a stroll with 3 of your friends while you're eating ice cream. Yeah.
So that way you could have the guy in the back seat out the window doing the row, you know, the paddle. So the crazy thing about this one is when you put it in the manual mode, like it's there, it's instant. When you put it in drive, you're driving around like Miss Daisy. Like, you know, like right now you can't even barely hear the car. I can't hear the supercharger, can't hear nothing. But if I put it in manual and wind it up, 700 horsepower like that, it just spun third from a roll. Which is nutty for a car that weighs this much.
On warm tires too.
On warm 888s. Yeah.
You'll have fun with this, man, so I definitely enjoy it. Want to thank everybody for their support. If you could hit the link below, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure you follow for more builds like this.